Why did that prevent you from going to the probation office to check in?
And nothing prevented me. I just didn't go because they didn't have me on. I never assaulted a judge or a police officer at the hospital. They gave me a shot in my arm, an injection. I was just coming in. I was asking for a reinstatement today. I can't go to prison, and I've been working with prime tips. I ain't looking for no protection. I ain't putting on no FBI uniform. I'm going back to the streets. I know my rights. I got the freedom of speech, and I can represent myself. That's the case. But when they tell me to calm down, John Stevenson, they take advantage of it.
Some people
they want to bring me in when my breath is taken. You know what I'm saying? I can't breathe.
In Your Honor, we're abandoning allegation number 2, but the others are all already.
I apologize if I interrupted anybody. My name is Brandon Bar.
Over here, sir. Over here. This is where the action is, right up here.
She's on page 1.
Yeah, I saw it. Yeah.
Did you see the other one? It's on page 1 and 10.
Oh, no, that I didn't see.
That's where I was coming through the original TWI. We recalled it as a second, so that original one is going to be dismissed.
Okay, so he's pleading to a DWI second. Okay. Mr. Menchu, you're charged with driving while intoxicated, second offense. This is a Class A misdemeanor. You're facing up to a year in jail and or a $4,000 fine. Now, if I remember correctly, as part of this DWI, someone was actually killed. But the problem was causation. So we couldn't prove that it was the actual DWI that caused the death versus perhaps an intervening, superseding event that actually caused it.
Correct.
Okay. Mr. Menchu, the fact still remains that someone is dead. We lead the nation per capita. In every single other state, we lead the nation in people who die due to an alcohol-related collision. You are now one of those statistics. How is it fair that this person is not now alive, but you are? How is that fair? Why is that fair? Understand that this is now a second. If you ever have alcohol on your breath, in your system, and you get into a car and you're pulled over, you will be facing a felony charge, up to 10 years in prison. And I will tell you now that if you pick up a felony DWI, the DA's office is going to be all over you in punishment to try to max you out to 10 years in prison, because they will bring this up and use this against you. You understand? So if you are not smart enough to consider how to get home other than getting in a car after drinking, you will be doing a lot of time in prison, and rightfully so, because what the hell is it going to take for you to get into your thick skull that you shouldn't get into a car after drinking? You are giving up the right to a trial, right to compel witnesses to testify on your behalf, confront and cross-examine your accusers. What are we doing in this?
Some probation judge with 10 days as a condition.
Fantastic. I'm happy that you're getting on probation, because I'm going to keep you myself. I'm not letting you go anywhere into the region. I will supervise you myself. The first time you consume alcohol, if you do, I'm going to put you into a rehab facility. I promise you. I don't care if it's mouthwash. I don't care what it is, a hair dye, whatever excuse you may be. you will go into a rehab program. It's 10 days in jail to do as a condition, meaning you will do every day of 10 days. It is 1 year in jail, probated for 2. You will do a repeat offender DWI education class. What else?
I wasn't sure if this court has it under probation. I've seen some that they do a DWI caseload to keep a closer eye on these kind of cases.
Oh, you mean sober court?
If you think sober court's fair.
I don't know, because let's do this. Let's do a TRAS, and then let's see what the TRAS does, and then we'll do what they recommend. If they think that he should do sober court, then so be it. If not, then he'll stay with me and I'll supervise it myself.
Yes, Judge.
So you will be doing what a TRAS, which is an evaluation to see what conditions, other conditions you may need. You must fulfill those conditions. If they say you need sober court, then you must do sober court. No drugs, alcohol, random urinalysis. You will do, did you have a victim impact panel?
Yes, we have 3 victim impact panels on this one, Judge.
You will do 3 victim impact panels. You will no breath test refusal, meaning that if you were pulled over in a car, which you shouldn't be because I'm going to suspend your license, but if you are unwise enough to get into a car and drive and an officer asks you to submit to a breath specimen, you must take it. I am going to suspend your license for 2 years. Don't you get into a car. The worst thing that you could possibly do, if you want me to sprout horns in a tail and become the devil, get into a car and drive. 2-year driver's license suspension.
Honor, just for the record, he does not have a license.
Don't drive. If you are not a citizen, there are possible immigration consequences. You can be deported, excluded from the country, denied naturalization. You give up the right to appeal. So once you accept this agreement, Mr. Menchu, there's no more turning around. You can never challenge this or change this. You cannot say, oh, I didn't know what was going to happen with immigration. You were today, you were done forever. You understand?
Yes.
Is this what you want to do? How do you plead to the offense, or guilty or not guilty? I will find you guilty. I will send it to you to the agreement. Please see the clerk.
Thank you, Judge.
Thanks, Joe.
I filed the dismissal.
Okay, thanks. Oh, Joe, yeah.
So,
What, 10 days? When are we doing?
can you go in Friday, Judge?
Sure.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Judge. May I be excused?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Hey, Judge. Have a seat.
Yeah.
Conditions on the rulings, did you have?
Okay,
anything?
so you ready? So he's currently in custody. I don't know if he's going to get out. But if he does get out, these are the conditions will be GPS, home curfew, home confinement, unless he has a doctor's appointment, which an emergent doctor's appointment, or he's meeting with a lawyer. He will have Monday and Thursday testing. Here, he's got to come here every Monday and Thursday for drug and alcohol testing. After that, he goes right back home. So he's got home confinement other than to come to court to test, and then he goes right back home. No weapons, no contact with the complaining witnesses, and there's a bunch. So we'll get it to you. No contact with any co-defendants, because I think that in one of the robberies gets into a getaway car and takes off if you guys know who that is, because I don't know if you know who it is, but, and that's it.
And, you have a community supervision order?
Probation.
Okay, move it on.